Hello everyone, it's Mir. We got another quick video for you guys today. Again, we're looking at some of the general changes that came with the winter update. Today in particular, we're going to look at throws. Specifically, last patch, Capcom changed throws used at the beginning of combos. This also applies to command throws. Now they add extra scaling, basically counting as 2 hits, reducing the overall damage of the combo. Remember, every point of scaling reduces the damage and stun dealt by attacks in a combo by 10%. So the first hit would do 100% of the damage, then the second would do 90%, then 80% and so on. This stacks to a maximum 90% reduction, or 10% of the original damage if you prefer. You cannot get any lower than this. Most moves that don't deal any damage, like for example Vega's Claw Switch, don't add extra hits of scaling. V-Trigger activation is special as it does count even if it does no damage, and in fact counts as 2 hits. Crush counters also add 2 hits of scaling to the combo. It's also very important to remember that supers always deal a minimum of 50% of their damage, making them very valuable to do in a skilled combo. This works alongside health scaling, also known as guts, which I'll gloss over as it doesn't really pertain to this video. There are multiple ways of starting a combo with a throw. The first and most obvious one is when you stun an opponent after you grab them. Throws used to be very rewarding in this situation because they deal a lot of damage in a single instance, so they could give you a pretty damaging stun combo. Now, because they count as 2 hits, they're comparable to hitting an opponent with a couple of attacks. It's probably still worth starting a combo with a throw, especially if you have a very damaging one like a command throw, but now it will be less rewarding than before. The second mean of comboing off of a throw is if you have access to a launching command throw. Great examples of this are Abigail's EX Abigail's Mash or G's G Impact. Just like before, the combo after will be more scaled, lowering the damage. Keep in mind that some of these throws got buffed in the patch, increasing the damage on the throw itself, so that they wouldn't be hurt too much by the universal change. Another way to combo off of throws is with attacks that can hit characters on the ground. This happens in situations where your opponent is not quick rising off of the throw, maybe to avoid a setup or make the timer go down, for example. If your character has access to one of these attacks that is fast enough to combo off of a throw, you can use them to punish your opponent if you read the situation correctly. Remember that if they do a quick rise, they will be able to block the attack. The last method is similar to the previous one I described, although it works whether or not your opponent is stacking the knockdown. Some moves that are very active or have a delayed hitbox can hit you out of the throw animation right before you fall to the ground, enabling you to further combo afterwards. The most notable examples would be Yurin's Aegis Reflector and Ibuki's Rokushaku Rokudama. Just like before, these situations will be less rewarding now that the combo is scaled more. One last thing to keep in mind is that the extra scaling is only applied to normal throws and command throws, so specifically the kind that you're unable to block. Hit grabs like Ibuki's Raida, for example, are excluded, so that they don't incur into the extra scaling, which means that the damage you can get off of those is unchanged. They also didn't change throws used during a combo. For example, when Zangief combos into his EX SPD from a crush counter, or Kage's Raging Demon or Rainbow Mika's new combable throws. The scaling on these is unchanged. So that's about it for today. What do you think of this change? Did you like it more when comboing off of throws was more damaging, or was Capcom right to add the extra scaling? Let me know in the comments. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to be notified for when new content comes out. We have a lot coming up, so I'll see you in the next video.